What's happening, YouTube? It's Simon466cards, and today we're going to go over two purchases I made recently at Goldin's weekly auctions, and I'm going to explain to you what the rationale was behind those two purchases. The first purchase is the card you see on your screen. It is a 2002 Fleer Authentics WNBA Sue Bird signed rookie card. It has an in-person auto on it. So here is what the card looks like. You can see a really nice in-person auto with a gray Sharpie or a gray pen of some sort, maybe a marker. And if you are unaware of who Sue Bird is, she is WNBA royalty. You can see here on our Wikipedia page, it says Bird was drafted first overall by the Storm. She played her entire career there in 2002 and is considered one of the greatest players in WNBA history. As of 2024, she is the only WNBA player to win titles in 3 different decades. And if we scroll down on her Wikipedia page to see her career highlights and awards, you can see 4-time WNBA champion, 13-time All-Star, and I'm not going to go through the rest of this, but you can see it is a lot. It is a lot. And so one of the greatest players in WNBA history for sure. And I still believe with Caitlin Clark and with expanded visibility to the WNBA that there is still more room to grow in terms of WNBA collectibles. And so that's why I focused on this card and on Sue Bird in general, because she is undoubtedly one of their GOATs. Now, if we look at this card, it is a PSA 9 and has the auto. What was helpful is on this auction at Goldin on March 27th, 2025, there was also a non-autograph version of the exact same card in the exact same grade. So this is PSA 9 without the auto. This is PSA 9 with the auto, both coming for auction the same week. So that gave me a very convenient reference point because I could see what the price was without the auto on this platform. It was $256. It ended first before this auction ended. So I could see that $256 is the most recent comp by literally minutes. Now, previous comps on a PSA 9 before this Goldin sale was in the 280 range. There was some, in that range. It was right around there. The thing I liked about this is if this is going for 256, then what multiple do I assign for the same grade, right? It's a PSA 9, but with an in-person auto on top of it. And so I thought 256 to 630, that's a little bit over 2x. That seems like a tremendous deal. And here is the reason why. Here is the pop count on the version without an autograph on it. It is in a PSA 9, a pop 68 with 25 higher. Because keep in mind, the card is serial numbered out of 2002. You can see right here, 2002. That is the non-auto version. Pop 68, 25 higher. With the auto, this version, in a PSA 9, here is the card. It is a pop 3 with none higher. I feel like selling for a little over 2x of the non-auto version seems like a steal. The other reason why I felt comfortable bidding this amount is this card had comps on it. It was, the previous sale was at 280 and it's in that range. So this was a fine sale. It was a little bit short of the last sale, but like $24, who cares? The reason why I felt comfortable bidding this amount is also this. There's not a lot of people going to Goldin's weekly auctions looking for WNBA cards. This card had 11 watchers on it. That's it. You can see here, the non-auto had 10 watchers on it. For comparison, if we scroll down, a Anthony Edwards signed rookie card from Flawless had 53. Here's this Donovan Mitchell, 1/1, had 40. You can see here this LeBron Gold Select with a black label had 29, 36 on this SGA. So having 11 watchers only tells me that there's not a lot of people looking for this card on this platform. And I think it's fair to say that sending a WNBA card that's not Caitlin Clark and that's not a 1/1 but is rare and unique to a marketplace like Goldin might not be the best idea. It's not going to get the eyes that you want it to get, because Goldin, like I said, I think it's pretty clear to me that this is not where I would send this card. And so I thought that with only 11 eyes on this, me being one of them, so really 10 other people watching this card, that I would be able to get a good deal. And again, with the numbers of a pop 3 with none higher versus a pop 68 with 25 higher on the non-auto, paying $256 for the non-auto versus $630 for the one with the auto seems like a great deal to me. And again, I think the gray marker is kind of cool looking on this card. It contrasts nicely with the background. The other thing that I like about this card is the rarity. And I'm not talking about the fact that it is a pop 3 rarity. I'm talking about how many WNBA cards existed in 2002, which is Sue Bird's rookie year. This is TCDB, Trading Card Database. If we scroll down to the WNBA section, there's only 2. There's the 2002 Fleer Authentic set, and then there's Ultra. That's it. So we are looking at one of the GOATs. We are looking at rarity in terms of in-person auto, and we're also looking at literally only 2 sets exist. I really, really like the sale that I got on here. And it was the card in the weekly auction that I was focused on most, and that's why I was really happy that I got it. Second, what is the other item that I purchased? Well, this is not a card at all. It is a ticket. It is this ticket. It is a Mario Lemieux signed Stanley Cup Final Game 2 full ticket. It is actually not a real ticket per se. You can see here, it says here date and time to be announced. So it's one of those tickets that you exchanged for a real ticket because playoff series and playoff dates are not determined initially. You have to wait for the rounds to finish before the next round can figure out their TV schedule and their times and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's why this is one of those, what we call a proof not valid for admission, because there is no actual time. This ticket is supposed to be exchanged for a real ticket later on. But I bought this. If you're new to the channel or not aware, I am a massive Mario Lemieux fan. He is my PC for sure. And even though the ticket is not a real ticket from the game, it was essentially a ticket to be exchanged for a real ticket later on. And it is, even in a PSA 4, I thought, in fairly good condition on the front and on the back as well. Like, this looks fine to me. Why I got a PSA 4? I'm not a ticket expert, but it is really, really cool to get a Stanley Cup Finals ticket for with a Mario Lemieux signature on it, no less, and obviously for a series that Lemieux would ultimately go on and win as part of the back-to-backs for Pittsburgh. The other reason why I like this is, if you look at the pop count, it is a pop 1 for the 1992 Stanley Cup Finals for this proof full version, right? Full meaning the fact that it's a full ticket. This is a pop 1. You can see here, PSA 4 with the auto. That's it. And in fact, there are no proof full versions that are not autographed. If we go to the other copies of Stanley Cup Final tickets from 1992, there are no autographed versions. You can see here, there are authenticated versions, but they don't have the auto. So the version that I have from 1992 for a full ticket is the only autographed version that exists that has been signed by Mario Lemieux. So that's really cool to me. Again, the fact that it's not a quote unquote real ticket, I don't care. That is really cool. Now, there are some ticket stubs that have been signed from 1992. You can see there are exactly three. 1, 2, 3 for games 2, game 4, and game 1. And this is an authentic, this is an authentic, and this is a PSA 8. So that is a really good stub. But again, keep in mind, these are final stubs, not a full ticket like this. If I had to choose between a real ticket stub or a not real ticket, a ticket to be exchanged later on, I'd rather have the full ticket to be exchanged later on. So that's where I'm at. This is like a 1 of 1 for a full ticket from the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, you might be thinking, well, Simon, he won the Stanley Cup in 1992. He also won the Stanley Cup in 1991. That was the first of his back-to-back Stanley Cups. What about 1991? So I looked it up. 1991 Stanley Cup Finals. The only ones that have an auto are also stubs. You can see here, and there's only one. There's only one. And if I could ever find this one, I'd be very interested in buying it. But that's it. The full tickets, I looked it up, they don't have any signed versions. This is the only one that's signed, and it's a stub. So this ticket right here is the only full ticket that has been signed by Mario Lemieux from the Stanley Cup Finals where he won the Stanley Cup. To me, that's really cool, and that's why I love this purchase. This is for my PC. This isn't going anywhere. As my wife said, is this going to be one of the other friends that you put in our closet? And I said, absolutely, honey. This is a new friend that we're going to have at home for me to enjoy. So that's why I bought this. The fact that it's so unique. It is the only full ticket that has been signed by Lemieux from the finals where he won the cup. Undoubtedly in my PC for sure. Let me know what you think of the logic and of the mindset behind these two purchases from Goldin's weekly auction. Would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Thank you as always for listening and watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.